on a journey to get to this stage and join the WNBA sisterhood. Who is a player that, if you could choose, you would want to play with this summer?
Oh. Angel Reese. Angel Reese is a role model to me. She is one of one. The way she carries herself and drowns out all the noise while remaining unapologetically Angel.
Mm-hmm.
That is the goal right there. And, she's talked about maintaining that same motor both on and off the court, throwing all of her energy into her business ventures that she does. And that's that same hustle that we see when she's chasing rebounds in the paint.
Yeah.
And, to do all of that as a rookie, that's just beyond inspiring. She's like my mood board, come to life, if you will.
I like it. I mean, she is a star in this league, and the game is better for having her in it. Have you thought about what you're going to say when that interaction happens?
Wow. I wish that I could sit here and tell you that I'd be a poised young lady. But she actually came and gave a talk at my school one year, and to be really honest with you, I can't tell you a word she said. I just couldn't hear her over the sounds of my internal screams. Just like one big loud scream, just on a loop the entire time. So yeah, I'm not super optimistic about keeping my cool. But I would love to ask for a jersey or a signature or something, though. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be absolutely fine.
Thank you.
On another note, the league is at a fascinating growth point right now with viewership skyrocketing. How much of the WNBA did you watch growing up? And does the history of the game inform at all where you want to land?
I'll be real. It was hard growing up and staying locked in. And I feel like that has been such a cool part of becoming a W fan these last 5 years or so. We can all watch these games on TV now. Look up the highlights online. We can even play as ourselves on 2K. Everything is just so available now in a way that it wasn't when I was a kid. And I know that I'm going to be a part of continuing to grow this game, and it's just such an honor.
Nice. The spotlight has definitely been on women's sports these last years. How much do you think that on-court rivalries play a factor in the growth of the league? And do you think that these storylines are good for the game?
Oh, I love the way that stories are being told right now. And I think that has fueled those rivalries that you're talking about. Look at Angel and Caitlin. They faced off in the national championship in college, and their fans have followed them to the WNBA. Every matchup between those two is a must-see TV. And the Fever and Sky have two of the hottest tickets in the sport right now. And when the Aces and Liberty assembled all that star power a couple years back, every matchup between them was called the Battle of the Super Teams, just pulling in huge ratings, huge numbers. And my grandma wouldn't be able to follow anything that was happening on the court, but I'll tell you, she knows all the tea. She definitely knows all the tea. And I think all these rivalries are just another entry point for the fans.
Yeah, totally agree there. Unfortunately, you just missed sharing the court with the WNBA's all-time leading scorer, Diana Taurasi, who played in the league from 2004 to 2024. She brought a ton of that spice you were talking about for so long. Now, what part of her legacy speaks to you the most?
DT is a 3-time WNBA champion, a 3-time NCAA champion, 6 golds with Team USA. I mean, so much of legacy is beyond your individual stats, but what you accomplished as a team. And her success is undeniable. She is synonymous with winning and forever will be. Honestly, how could you wish for anything more than that?
True. For the fans who might not know you yet, what do they need to know, either on or off the court?
Look, I'm confident. I have worked really, really hard to get here, and I'm going to make an impact from day one. Diana Taurasi was willing to talk a little trash, but she always backed it up with her game. And fans can expect me to do the very same thing. That goes for the court and the press conferences too. So you might want to make sure you tune into those.
Let's go. Okay, so I want to shift gears quickly for a couple of rapid-fire questions so new fans can get to know you. First, when it comes to a city, do you prefer a bigger metropolis vibe or a smaller, more intimate one?
Oh, for as long as I can remember, I have wanted to be on the biggest stage possible.
Oh.
And in my mind, that extends beyond the arena. You know, I want a crowd everywhere I walk, team billboards up all over, restaurants open late so I can snag a bite after game night wraps up. You know, I love the hum of a big city. I love it. The pulse of the people. I feed off of that energy. So, big city.
Let's keep this one easy. Favorite color?
Purple. It's got this royal vibe, like this air of importance. And every time I rock something in that color, it fills me with confidence. And when you think about the WNBA, you think Lisa Leslie, Brittany Griner, Chicha Pendachero. A lot of legacy in that color.
That's right.
Know what I mean?
Okay, how about this? On a day when you've got nothing scheduled and you can just relax on the couch, what is your go-to cheat meal?
Oh. Look, I say this with pride. I was raised on pizza. It was like actually a part of the food pyramid in my house growing up, like at the bottom of like the most essential needs. Yeah, that was pizza. And after every club game, my dad, who was our coach, shout out to the Squirrels teammates, never forget that. We would go down to this pizza shop on Main and just take down several pies. Just take it down. And before you try to follow that up, what we're not about to do is catch me up about what city makes the best pizza.
Oh.
We're not doing that. I'm not trying to tank my career minutes before getting drafted. Thanks.
Okay, I'm definitely not trying to get you in trouble. Okay, let's bring it on back to basketball. Let me ask you, does it matter to you where you're selected in the draft order?
I didn't get to this podium by being mediocre. I'm not saying this to sound cocky, but that's just a matter of fact. Club, high school, college, everything was a battle to get to this spot, to put my hard work on display at the highest level of competition. So I'd be lying if I said that it didn't matter to me because I've risen to every challenge I've faced. Put me on any team and I will put everything I am into creating a winning culture because, well, that's just what I do.
All right. Thank you.
Can I ask a question over here?